Today I'm with Anuradha at the Kathmandu airport boarding a plane for India, or to be precise, to take me to the border Nepal shares with India. It's across that border that thousands of Nepalese girls are trafficked each year into brothels of Mumbai, Delhi, Calcutta, and other Indian cities. This journey is difficult for Anuradha. She's so fearless when facing human traffickers and yet has trouble facing up to her own fear of flying. As she puts it, on the ground, I'm a lion, but up in the air, I am a mouse. Back on solid ground, Anuradha finds her feet once more, and we're soon on our way to one of the 26 official border crossings along the 2,500-kilometer frontier between the two countries. I'm not allowed to cross into India without a visa, but Nepalese and Indians are free to pass without showing passports or ID cards of any kind.
I'm actually amazed that they don't do some kind of card that had to be shown. For people who do work and have legitimate business going back, it's not to keep people from going back and forth, that there has to be some better system.
In just 4 hours at the border, I saw several thousand people crossing over. Anuradha introduces me to mighty Nepal's own border guards. Their slight appearance belies an intense determination which is born from their own experience. All of mighty Nepal's guards were themselves trafficked into brothels. There are 50 guards working for mighty Nepal across 10 checkpoints. Every day at the border, they will intercept on average 20 girls at risk of being trafficked.
Can you explain to me like how it exactly works?
What she says is every girl they watch, and they watch the men also. They watch, and as soon as they catch, they suspect. They keep the one, she takes the girl or she takes the boy, and then they cross-question. After cross-questioning, if they find that whatever they are saying is not true, then if it is a boy, they hand over the boy to the police station, and then they take the girl and go to the transit home.
How do they have an authority? Like if they say, see a rickshaw coming, if they can just stop it, or do they have to get the police to stop it?
Because of the uniform, everybody recognizes, and they say they are girls from mighty Nepal, we should stop them.
Okay. So then they'll just need to show me, like, how it works.
She's asking for the identity card of her.
It's a daunting task at such a busy border crossing, like looking for a needle in a haystack. The odds are stacked on the side of the traffickers. The guards know the suspicious signs which could identify potential traffickers, but catching the criminals may mean questioning dozens of perfectly innocent travelers every day.
This is the grandfather, yes. And the father is working in India, and now it's a term holiday, so I told her read this, and the grandfather is also saying, I told you not to eat anything if people give you, so don't eat anything if anybody gives.
Offering young girls food or drink laced with drugs is a common ploy of the traffickers. When Anuradha has any suspicions about travelers, she is forthright in her questioning.
He's such a liar. He said he's going for shopping, and then she took out the whole thing. They're all going to India. India is Rina Inaru. She's saying that this is her mother.
Yes.
And this is her daughter. She has holiday. She's going to India to meet her father. But she told us lies that she was going for medication. And now, actually, I phoned her brother, and then he said they're going to...
everything is okay?
Yeah.
While in this instance, there seemed to be nothing wrong, any inconsistencies in the stories raised the suspicions of mighty Nepal. The police act largely as onlookers during these encounters. They will respond when mighty Nepal guards believe they've found a trafficker, but simply don't have the resources themselves to actively look for offenders.
The coordination between police and Mighty Nepal has always been very good, right from 1994. We have been working together with the police. There are 26 borders between India and Nepal, that is the official borders. But sometimes we have problem with the police. But then you cannot put all the police into one basket, right?
It is not necessary to do any types of card, passport.
No, everybody knows it's open border,
Yeah.
but he was thinking that it would be nice if they had a written document. Okay?
Documentation so you know who's going in and out.
She's meeting the Prime Minister day after tomorrow.
What is it that we could ask that would help what you do?
Here is a problem of the manpower. And we need coordination between the Mighty Nepal as well as other agencies.
The main thing the inspector has said is he needs manpower.
Yeah, just more people.
It is lack of manpower.
Got it.
Mighty Nepal estimates it's rescued more than 12,000 women in its 20-year history. Ironically, that's the same number of Nepalese women and girls believed to be trafficked to India every year. While we're filming, a group of 4 women recently rescued from brothels in India make it back across the border after a 40-hour journey. Some of the girls ask not to be identified, terrified that the stigma of their ordeal would make them social outcasts at home.
4 girls have come back home and they're very happy to be home.
Happy, yes, but also traumatized. The youngest is 15. She was 12 when she was trafficked, and the brothel owners forced her to take hormones to prematurely develop her young body into that of a woman.
Now they will go with us to the transit, have a little bit of food, wash faces, and then they will travel back to Mighty Nepal.
Mighty Nepal has a transit home near the border where rescued girls can begin to recover from their ordeal before being transferred to the main rehabilitation center in Kathmandu, and in some cases face their trafficker in court.
Every time, every week or every 15 days, you have to go to the court with the girl. So it takes 1 to 1.5 years for one case to be finalized. Wow. So during that period, we have to keep the girls with us. So we counsel the parents and say that the girls will stay with us. And during their stay with us, they do some trainings for their life skill, and that is how we reintegrate them into the society.
But society isn't always ready to accept them back.
She is frightened of the stigma. She's saying, please do not tell my husband that I was in Mighty Nepal in India or Mighty Nepal here.
It's believed there may be as many as 35,000 Nepalese girls working Mumbai's red light district alone.
को मान्छेले केटा कि केटी कतिवटा केटा 2 men took me. They said they will teach me some job and give me job later on after training, and they sold me.
But she's been gone for 2 years, and how old is she?
अनि कति वर्ष पुग्यो नानी? I don't know. I think I'm 17, 16. बच्चा?
बच्चा पनि यहाँ छ सासुथुन
कहाँ?
सासुथुन
कति वर्ष पुग्यो?
7-8 सालको छ
I have a son who is 7 years old with my in-laws, so I would like to go back to my in-laws. She says my in-laws will also not take me if they know that I have come from working like this.
म दुबारा यस्तो काम कहिले गर्दैन कान पक्रिन्छु आफ्नो छोराको कसम खान्छु म गर्दैन
I swear on my son I will never do all this kind of work again. But please,
Don't say.
don't say that I have come from there.
Another pain inflicted by the trafficker's cruelty, a mother desperately wanting to see her son again, but terrified that her family will turn her away when they find out what she's been through. Being shunned by loved ones is not an uncommon reaction,